Ladies and gentlemen, we have, thank you very much. Can we get the windows fixed? Ramesh Sabharwal is with us on the debate. We have Savio Rodriguez, Renu Mittal, Waris Pathan. We've just had an interesting debate. Dinesh Jotwani is out of the frame. Producers, please tell him to come back into the frame. Taking too long, we go back to the long shot. Let's go back to Amit Shah and then we'll come back when your windows are fixed. Ramesh Sabharwal, my straightforward question to you is, you have lost this constitution debate very badly. कोई मतलब नहीं था पूरे constitution debate करने की, क्योंकि you gave the BJP an opportunity to expose you on how you have trampled over the constitution. This whole constitution debate, even people who did not know Renu Mittal, Waris Pathan today know the way in which the Congress party has misused, misrepresented and tried to trample over the constitution. So in a way, this is a CSR activity by the Congress party, Savio Rodriguez. Everybody now knows कि Congress party की असलियत क्या है. Dinesh Jotwani is a constitutional expert. He's been watching the debate. Mr. Jotwani, may I start with you? What do you think of the debate so far? What has it really achieved?
Arnab, I think the biggest point that we should bring home is that this constitutional debate is taking place. It means constitution is alive. And both, I will say, from the leader of opposition and what the opposition mentioned, that the constitution is breaking down. They've given several examples of it. But I think the fact that we are able to talk about that the constitution is alive, there have been amendments that have taken place. There have been more than 100 amendments that have been taken place in the constitution so far. And all of it that we see are striving towards the main goal, which is given and enshrined in Article 21, which is the right to equality. Whether we see the amendments that have been taken place by either of the governments, whether they were when Congress was there in the power, or whether now also if we see, we see that these amendments have actually strived to have right to equality.
Yeah.
It is also towards the direction that there is a secularism in the country still alive. There have been even Supreme Court judgments that have approved the amendments that have taken place. So I would say that the debate is taking place. I saw Honorable Home Minister's speech right now.
Yeah.
A lot of that was political, but the point that he tried to make it out is that the amendments that were taken out earlier that were there were more communist driven, which were not in interest of the country. That is what the Home Minister was trying to bring about in his debate. But if we see overall, yes, I would say that most of the amendments that have been taken place shows, and they have been approved by the Honorable Supreme Court of India also.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you. Dinesh Jotwani, listen to me. Ramesh Sabharwal, listen to Dinesh Jotwani. Dinesh ji, is Muslim reservation based purely on religion constitutional? Is the idea of Muslim reservation constitutional, Dinesh ji?
No.
Dinesh ji, the question is to Dinesh Jotwani. Dinesh Jotwani.
I straight away answer this question in a negative, but let me give you a little background that religion-based reservation is against Article 21, against
What is that? Dinesh.
Now, if I can just mention the one judgment that has preserved our constitution throughout the decades has been the Keshwanandan Bharti judgment. And if we shepherdise, if we look at what this judgment says, it has been cited more than 10,000 times by the Supreme Court of India itself. And it says, basically it says two or three things. It says executive cannot change the constitution. It says parliament cannot change the constitution. the fundamental, basic structure of the Constitution, which is fundamental rights. And the third thing, which the most important this Keshwanandan Bharti judgment brings about, is the Parliament itself tomorrow passes the law on Muslim reservation. The question that you asked, Arnab, even Parliament, if it passes
2
that kind of a resolution, and we saw that it happened in Shahbano case also.
Yeah.
Even if judiciary makes a judgment which is against the fundamental rights, the fundamental structure, and what the fundamental structure is, all the pillars of the government shall be independent. And I feel that the debate that is going on in the Parliament and what Honorable Home Minister tried to bring about, the amendments that have been brought about so far by their government has been in consonance with the Keshwanandan Bharti judgment.
So I want to now play what Amit Shah said about the Muslim reservation issue in tonight's debate.